Hey guys, and welcome back to NPStation. When people think of coding, they usually think of writing random symbols onto a computer or staring at a blank screen full of text. Well, here's the thing, coding isn't just about computers, it's about the way you think. In this video, I want to show you how learning to code doesn't just help you build apps. It literally rewires the way your brain approaches problems, creativity, and even learning. So whether you're a beginner, a student, or just someone who's looking to see how coding makes you more analytical, stay tuned. When you write code, you're constantly using logic. If this happens, do that. You start breaking everything into cause and effect. For example, if you were to write a Python program like this, if temperature is greater than 30, print, it's hot today. You're telling the computer exactly how to think step by step. But the crazy part, over time, your brain starts to do the same thing. You naturally start to think in structured steps. In real life, that might mean starting a big school project by outlining the steps you need to take to begin, just like breaking a problem into functions. This logical thinking helps with any subject, science, math, reading, because you've trained yourself to see problems as systems. The second big shift happens when you start debugging. You write code, it breaks, you fix it, that process repeats over and over again. At first, it is definitely frustrating, but then you start to realize that every bug is just feedback. That's huge because your relationship with failure completely changes. As time goes on, you're going to see mistakes you're making not as proof that you're bad at something, but you'll see them as clues. Psychologists actually call this the growth mindset, and coding helps you build it. It teaches you patience, persistence, and how to stay calm under pressure. And let's be honest, debugging at 2 a.m. is basically emotional training. Each bug you fix teaches you to experiment, test, and improve, not just in programming, but in real life. People often think coding is cold and technical, but it's actually deeply creative. You start off with a blank screen and an idea, and by combining logic and imagination, you create something that didn't even exist before. This is the same process that artists use, just with a different medium. Coding teaches you to invent solutions, not just follow instructions. You start asking questions like, what if, and experimenting, which is the heart of creativity. Another powerful mental shift, abstraction. When programmers talk about abstraction, they mean focusing on the important details while hiding the rest. For example, when you drive a car, you're not thinking about how the engine combusts. You focus on pressing the gas pedal. That's exactly how coding works. You learn to simplify complexity, to build layers of understanding that hide unnecessary details. That skill helps in everything. Writing essays, managing projects, organizing ideas. You start thinking like a system designer for real life. So when you learn to code, you're not just picking up a job skill. You're developing a mental framework for problem solving, creating ideas, and handling failure. That's why I always think that coding is less about computers and more about thinking clearly. And the best part, you can start learning these skills right away. You don't need fancy software or a computer science degree. All you need is my YouTube channel and my coding series. So what's one thing that coding has changed for you? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want to know how I use coding and AI together to learn faster, stay tuned for my upcoming videos. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to NPStation. But that's all for today. Keep reading, keep coding, and stay safe.